promise that you'll never be lonely. Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely.
Everyone, Backyard Buffalo here. Are you ready to rip this up? Alright, let's get into it. So, today, I'm going to be grinding my characters. I'm going to pick a character that I would like to grind up. I'm going to go for Bo Peep, because I'd really like to see what she can do. We're going to go here, put some skill points on. Alright, once it gets to 100, that's about enough. Now, we can go ahead and grind this up. Time to go to purple 3, Bo Peep. Ooh! Gotta love it when you see all the items except one to be crafted. Alright, let's just do that. Alright, so now is a good time to do the comment question of the day. Which character do you think I should work on grinding up next? Now you can pick any one of my characters, anyone at all. We're going to go through the characters really quick here. Just a slow scroll through. I'm going to give you some suggestions as to what I think I might want to level up next, and we can go from there. I kind of like to level up Nick. We're going to show you some of his skills here. Lemming Rush. Nick summons a business lemming with a popsicle who deals 2,500 damage to all enemies. Each time Nick uses this ability, an additional lemming is summoned up to a maximum of 5. Each extra lemming does almost 1,000 damage. Now this goes up higher with level. Shuriken Pops. Nick pulls out stashed popsicles and flings them, dealing 3,500 damage. He flings 3 of them, I believe, or 4. Yeah, 3. He flings 3 pops and they hit random people. Charming Fox. Now this is a charm effect. Nick uses his skills of persuasion to charm the closest enemy to fight on his side for 7 seconds. While charmed, the target's basic attack is about 150 damage. And when you're charmed, your character turns around, the enemy character turns around and tries to fight their team basically. Proper reinforcement. Nick gains 449 skill power for every ally left standing, including charmed opponents. He also is granted 449 skill power for every lemming rush he has accumulated. Wow. So it just kind of stacks on top of each other, eh? That's pretty good. You could also do Robin Hood. His skills are pretty cool. Alms for the poor. Robin Hood performs a trick shot that steals health and gives it to an ally with the lowest health. That's his special ability. Robin Hood marks the closest enemy, studying them for 12 seconds and stealing 200 energy. Robin Hood fires a deliberating shot at the closest enemy, dealing 7,600 damage and knocking them back. And this is just level 1. Holy. I could level up that character. I'd really like to level up Maleficent. That's just one of my personal favorites. Let's try to grind up Maleficent, shall we? We're gonna put her up to purple 2. And boom, purple 3. As you can see, by leveling up the level of color, you gain 100 damage, or 1,000 damage, or 100 damage, 1,000 max HP. You get 100 skill power. Just overall good levels up. Oh, sweet. Gotta love that you can just press equip. I really like saving up all this energy. Now, we're gonna go here and clear out some infected areas. And this is what I like to call grinding. Let's see. I'm gonna make a melee team for this game. We're gonna go with Mr. Incredible. And Mr. Incredible jumps through the air, smashes people up, knocks them back. Basically, just completely wrecks shop. Alright. We're gonna put Jackie Jack here. We're going to put Wally as our control. We're gonna do Merida for our damage. And we need ourselves a support. And who better than Judy Hopps? Judy Hopps is good for that kickback. Let's see it in action. Look at that smash, ladies and gents. And that, well, that's a very good melee team. That just completely wrecked shop. Smash them all back, keep them out of the way. Clearing viruses. We're going to get back to why we clear viruses. In the next video, I'm going to be covering friends. And all the different friends that you can have. All the different combinations of characters, which end up complementing each other well. I'll show you how to get them in the taskbar. I will show you how. All the stuff. Stay tuned in the next video. Be sure to leave a comment below on which character you think that I should do level up next. And we didn't quite make it. Alright, let's go back. Let's try to clear at level 14. We are going to go with our top dogs here, because these levels are very hard. Now, you're going to find yourself running into roadblocks in this game, and that's when grinding comes in handy. I'm just going to explain that, because you will find, once you start getting higher levels, you'll find them harder to beat. And it's essentially going to make it rather difficult for you to be able to beat the level. So you have to pick your 5 favorite characters and basically put all of your resources and all of your time and effort into leveling up those 5 characters. Now, I do recommend that you level up some control characters and definitely level up a tank character. Now, if you want to do all damage, hey, by all means. It's going to take you a little bit longer to be able to do it, to be able to beat the levels properly. But I have a pretty well-rounded team here, and it's panning out quite well. Even though they got shields. And there we go. And we are almost done chapter 14. Hopefully the next patch will bring us chapter 15. And that level seems to be very difficult to beat. Alright, we're gonna have to kick it up a notch. We're gonna go with Moana. We're gonna go with Bogo, since he's pretty much very hard to kill. We're gonna go with another shield and another shield. We're gonna try out our luck on a shield team with some additional slows. As you can see, I like to put Finnick in a lot of different teams. He's just got a very good kit. Probably one of my favorite control characters. I'm gonna try out Maleficent once I get her leveled up a little higher. Well, that seems to be working out. Look at all those shields. If we slow her down here, Bogo has 3 shields up. That's Moana's shield, her additional shield that she gives from her friend Chip, and Calhoun's shield that she gives at the start of every round, well, up until now. And we're just gonna keep shielding for the win. We're gonna speed this up a little bit here. And we didn't quite get there. See, as you can see, this is a perfect example of being stuck in a level that you can't get out of. We are missing the damage. Korra seems to be a little squishy at this point in time, so let's go with Buzz. While this team seems to be panning out, I just try a bunch of different combinations. I see which characters, this Violet and this Baymax, might be a problem. Those shields are very, very hard to beat. Way to go, Stitch. Stitch is a very good, useful character. He keeps himself sustained quite well, as you can see. There he goes, doing his shuffle. Getting his health back up. This is exactly why I like Stitch. This is a prime example of why I like Stitch and Olaf. These guys just, I basically just wiped out all of those people with Olaf and Stitch. That is exactly why Stitch is one of my favorite characters. So we're going to switch up Mickey for Violet this turn, and we are going to switch Buzz to give Stitch more coverage with Mr. Incredible. So we have lots of knockbacks because Violet's ultimate is a knockback, so is Phoenix, and so is Mr. Incredible's. So we're just going to keep these guys pushed away from him so he can just keep blasting them balls. Keep blasting them guns all day long. Keep the shields up, keep the enemies back. That's the way we do it. And one more round to go. We lost Mr. Incredible. Now, Mr. Incredible is a very good secondary tank, as you can see. I stuck him with Olaf. I wouldn't recommend putting Mr. Incredible in by himself because he's kind of a squishier tank. Rex is also a squishier tank, and so is... I will go to the character list as a reference. Hades is a squishy character, Maui is a squishy character, and so is Felix. Bo Peep and Shank, those aren't very squishy characters. Sally has her revive, that helps somewhat. Now these tanks that I have orange, these are very good solo tanks. Sully, Bogo, Goofy, even the Queen here, she can definitely hold her own in a battle. Alright, we're going to try the elite mode. We're going to try to finish up this level here. We are going to go... This is the fun part about this game. You can literally just play around with any characters you want. All the fun and grinding. Grinding up them levels. Alright, we got 2 back lines. I usually don't do that. I'll usually stick Jack or Cora. Those are my top melee damage. Aladdin's very good too. And this is why I gotta go back to the grindstone. So, those are some examples of why, to make sure that you have all the proper characters. You have a melee character, you have a range character, you have controls and tanks. I cannot stress that enough, because if you see every time that I make a team that is different than that, that's what happens. Now on that note, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to be ripping it up Buffalo style.
That's what they call me. Promise that you never be lonely. Be lonely. Be a fan, that's what they call me. Promise that you never be lonely.